The amount of lawsuits and drama continue to grow with the whole Apple battery issue. Leaked images show us what to expect for the possible Alcatel flagship, and it seems executives of Apple Music are already starting to hit the road. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I'm packing for CES. We're going to be there next week. It's going to be crazy, but we would love to hear your predictions in the comments. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with interesting developments. If you remember when Apple acquired Beats by Dre, that included Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. And Jimmy has just announced pretty much to a certain degree that he's leaving the company apparently by August. The reasons why are sadly not being shared, but we assume it's because, Spotify has 70 million paid subscribers and Apple Music is still struggling. Now let's talk about Samsung. The company has patented something very interesting. It seems like a regular watch strap for the future Gear S4, but as it turns out, there is more to it. It seems that there is a fingerprint scanner somehow. Not exactly sure how that's going to happen, or if that's really going to be in the band or in the watch display, but whatever that will be, fingerprint scanner on a watch would be interesting. Now let's move the spotlight over to Alcatel, as we've got some leaked images of an Alcatel 5 flagship, and the design is very gold and it's got very little bezels at the bottom. We can't wait to see exactly what this design is going to turn out to be, and hopefully CES will be the show floor. Now let's talk about HP. We rarely talk about HP here in the Daily because it's usually not focused on mobile, but we hear that the company is recalling 50,000 computers over issues with batteries. And apparently we're talking about very delicate, aka Galaxy Note 7 type of issues. So I would recommend you follow the link in the description and learn more if you're using an HP computer. And finally, the very interesting news today has to do with Apple, the iPhone. Believe it or not, lawsuits continue. For those of you wondering exactly what's going to go on, as it turns out, we already heard that Apple's going to lose millions of dollars and not going to sell millions of iPhones as a result of what's happening. But even more interesting, there are 26 lawsuits. And the lawsuits are not necessarily over the batteries, but over the fact that Apple has throttled the capacity and the performance of iPhones without letting know consumers. And I think they've got a point, but it leads me to the question today. I mean, honestly, I haven't noticed those slowdowns just on iPhones. I've noticed it on pretty much every other smartphone out there. The question should be, should Apple be the only company that pays, or do you believe that every company should be held up to higher standards? In my case, I think that it's a global thing, and I'm liking the fact that this has opened the eyes of consumers. But leave us a comment down below. We would love to know your opinion. Friends, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel by hitting this button up here. You can watch yesterday's Pocketnow Daily up here and our review on the iPhone 10 down here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week, hopefully.